just so I don't forget. All right, so this is day 1 of 7 of Learn How to Meditate with Marie. You guys can hear me okay, right? Yeah. And if anybody's open to it, I would just love to really quickly go around, since there's only a few of us, and just really quickly say where you are and what you're hoping to gain from this. Oh yeah, that's a post shift kitchen. Nice. Just go around and just say your name, where you're from, and what you are hoping to gain from this. Super, super quick, like 20 seconds each, if you're okay. If you're good to do that, just give me a wave and I'll unmute you. Okay, awesome. Kaylee, can you go first?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm in my meditation space, my bedroom floor.
Love it.
I'm Kaylee. I live in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, and I'm looking forward to this to continue to stay consistent with meditation, because I have practiced it but have not stayed consistent. So I'm excited to see what Marie's learned and learn from her. So
awesome. Love it. Thank you. Okay, Casey.
Morning. So I'm in La Ronge in my living room.
Love
have
it.
my diffuser, and I just want to get a little more thought peaceful. I do yoga a lot, but my thoughts kind of race on me a lot of times, and this really helps. And I haven't been consistent either. So.
Beautiful. And you know what, Casey, you're near the Paul, aren't you?
No, La Ronge. So Carly goes past me when she goes to
right.
Otter Lake.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I'm thinking I'm thinking Winnipeg way. All right. Thank you. Monique, what about you?
Hi, I'm Monique.
Hi. Yes.
I'm in Regina. I'm already meditating pretty much every day, but I'm hoping to just add maybe some tricks or techniques for variety.
Love it. Awesome. Hannah, are you open to sharing?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Hannah. I'm in Lethbridge, Alberta, and I've actually never meditated before, so I'm excited to just give it a try and see how it goes.
That's exciting. That's really, really exciting. See, we have people from all different walks and all different experiences with it, so that's beautiful. Carly, what about you?
I am in Saskatoon. My name's Carly, and I'm in my living room. Would love to have a meditation space one day, but I'm just starting with meditation and learning to kind of stay calm in my brain and not let my thoughts go everywhere. So I've gotten up to 10 minutes, so I'd love to slowly start increasing that practice farther.
Beautiful. And you're going to find really quickly too that you don't need a fancy space to make it effective. For the first probably year of my meditation practice, I practiced right there. And now I just have a little pillow that I sit on, and I put a blanket around me, and you don't have to do anything fancy. Sandy, are you willing to share? We're just saying really quick where we are and what we're hoping to gain from this.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning.
I'm Sandy. I'm just outside Edmonton, Alberta, and I know the importance of mindset and tackling a morning routine. And so I always try to be consistent, and then I always find everything else ends up more important, especially as a shift worker. So I find it difficult. But I love meditating with Marie. So of course I'm down to try to make it more of a routine and learn from her.
Awesome.
Any chance I get.
Awesome. Happy to see you. Okay. And Marissa's on her phone, I think. So we will start. I'll just kind of tell you guys how I've outlined the week. So I wasn't planning on recording them, but I will record them just so that you can go back and listen after. I'll put them into this event page just so it is private for us. A couple things. I will be closing my eyes while you guys are meditating, so don't think that I'm like staring at you creepily or something through the screen. I'm going to be getting from this practice something as well. I've kind of set it up so that today I just want to talk. Each day I'll just talk for a little bit, 5 minutes max, just kind of a little lesson on meditation and kind of some tricks and tips on how to create a daily practice for yourself, because I find for most people, they overwhelm themselves with, well, it has to be this grandiose thing. It has to be this woo-woo chanting thing. And while it totally can be, and there's a place for that, the daily practice actually can be really simple and really effective, and you don't really need a lot of time or space or mental energy in order to make it so. So my goal by the end of the week is to have everybody excited to implement their own 10 to 20 minute daily practice of sitting and breathing, because I know personally firsthand the benefits on the mind and the body from meditating. And now, having done my teacher training, I actually know the science and like clinical Harvard studies done on the health benefits. So super, super excited to bring those to you guys. So today I'm just going to kind of talk about why we meditate. I'm going to talk about stress just a little bit, because I know that every single person on this call and watching this call deals with some kind of life stress, because we're humans and that's a condition that we deal with. Tomorrow I'm going to talk with overwhelm and what to do with overwhelming thoughts, and kind of about how thoughts work in the human brain. The next day I'm going to talk about what to expect when meditating, and then we're going to go into different types of meditation. We'll go into some types of breath work, and then finally I'm going to go into how to implement a daily practice, and then a self-love and compassion practice as well. So I think with those 7 days, I think that should set you guys up. I've never done this before either. I just have a daily practice and have done my teacher training now. So this is a journey for me as well. And this is a learning experience for me as well. So just be easy and just know that whatever happens, this is what's supposed to happen right now for us in this group, right? I think it's really cool because whoever shows up, you know, that's who is meant to show up, and you know that that's it's exciting because we get to go on this little week-long journey together early morning. So the first thing I wanted to talk about today is just why we meditate. And a lot of people think that meditation is only spiritual, but meditation is predominantly a human thing, right? Breathing and being. We're a human being, not a human doing. Breathing is our natural state and something that we need, right? You need oxygen so that you can move and have your cells live, because as soon as you deplete oxygen, you starve your cells of oxygen and you die, right? Or you kill off your brain. Kind of like what I did with a concussion. So we go through life and we have the acute stresses. Acute stress is like a single stress, right? So back when we had to run from saber-toothed tigers or run from a bear, acute stress is good because it puts your body into that fight or flight, and it goes, oh, we got to get out of here. We got to survive. And what happens is all of your blood, it goes to the body parts that need it to survive. So it goes to your arms and to your legs, and it goes away from your digestion. Your sex drive goes away. You stop salivating, right? You're not ready to digest food. And it goes to your heart, and it goes to your hands and your feet so that you can run away really quickly. It's crazy actually, because what happens is your platelets even, you create more platelets just in case you get stabbed. Your body's preparing for the absolute worst when you go into fight or flight. But the issue is that acute stress is normal, right? And it can even be looked at as beneficial. When you have small stresses in your day, you can look at them as excitements even, because the feeling of stress and excitement is generally the same, right? You get butterflies in your stomach and you might sweat a little bit and you get kind of jittery and jumpy and your pupils dilate maybe. Stress and excitement are the exact same. But the issue is that when acute stress turns to chronic stress, which is what has happened for so many of us, and we have those acute stressors chronically throughout the day and then throughout the years. And then it's our body and our mind reliving that same acute stress over and over and over again, but having a bodily response. So that's when you develop disease. That's when you develop anxiety. That's when you develop these issues, these conditions of the human body and mind, because you're putting yourself through that stress over and over and over again, right? And it's not to put fault on anybody, but it's just something that we do. So this is a tool. Meditation is a tool that we can use to decrease chronic stress and to better cope with it, I suppose, and to set ourselves up actually to be more patient and more rational and less reactive and more creative and more compassionate to self and others. So if you guys are down with that, let's do it, right? So everybody, I'm sure, knows fight or flight. You guys know sympathetic versus parasympathetic nervous systems, right? So what what meditation has been proven to do is to put you more into the parasympathetic. And so when I was doing my teacher training, my teacher explained parasympathetic nervous system as like the surfer. Okay. It's like you go with the flow, and your parasympathetic nervous system helps with digestion and resting. And when you're in that state of being, you're salivating and you're calm and your sex drive is on and your digestion is working, right? And so it's like the surfer, okay? You just gotta kind of go with the flow. And then as soon as you have that fight or flight response that puts you into sympathetic, the sympathetic nervous system is like the CEO. So you got the CEO and the surfer, okay? And I just find that these ones are two helpful analogies. And the CEO is just always putting out fires. And it's like, oh, left, right, center, putting out fires, right? That's your sympathetic nervous system. It's, what do I gotta run from? What do I gotta fight? Where do we need to be to survive, okay? When you're putting yourself under chronic stress and that chronic fight or flight, like we used to go into fight or flight maybe once or twice a day. But now they've done studies and it shows that the average person goes into fight or flight 15 to 20 times a day. And it can be from something as simple as a text message, right? That triggers you. And usually when people get triggered, I would say more times than not when people get triggered, it's because one of their 5 basic human needs aren't being met. And the 5 basic human needs are to feel belonging, to feel loved, to feel, what's the third one? Oh, to feel safe, and to feel seen, and to feel heard. So if any one of those 5 human conditions is not met, you are triggered in fight or flight. I'll give you an example. When I'm running late, which I chronically run late, I get anxiety. I get triggered and I have a fight or flight response when I'm running late because deep down, I think I'm scared of not being loved if I show up late. I'm scared people are going to say, oh, we don't love her. She's not part of this anymore. Right? When I'm trying to tell something to Brandon and he's on his phone and I'm trying to say something really important, he's like, yeah, I hear you. And he's on his phone and he's not really listening. I go into fight or flight and I react because I'm not feeling seen or heard. You kind of see how that works? So every single time you go into fight or flight, it's because one of those 5 human needs aren't being met. So it's really, really important, instead of putting that onto the other person and saying like, you do this, and pointing that finger, point it back and go, okay, which one of my 5 human needs isn't being met? And why am I so triggered about this? What is triggering me about this? Okay, and then when you really do that self-reflection piece for a second and you go, okay, wait, what is stressing me out about this? What is creating that response? How am I responsible for this? And how can I flip the switch on this? Because we're always in control, right? Even if it feels like we're out of control, we're always in control. So that's one of the reasons why we meditate. The last thing that I wanted to talk about super quick is a little piece of the science, and then we will get started, I promise, because I talked a little more than I wanted to today, but it's first day. Meditation has been clinically proven, this is so cool to me, to lower resting heart rate, to lower blood pressure, to increase gray matter in your prefrontal cortex. And when you increase gray matter in your prefrontal cortex, basically what that increases is patience, creativity, rational time, those ones, right? So creativity, patience, like lessens anxiety, because reaction time, right? When you're highly, highly anxious, you're highly, highly reactive and sensitive. So basically what it does is it gives you a buffer. It actually increases the gray matter in that prefrontal cortex. So it goes, okay, we got a little bit to delay this. We can think about this. We can process this before we react. And that's a really big deal for a lot of us that get triggered really easily, right? I used to get triggered like this. And now I can kind of take a second and I go, I can think about it this way instead. Why am I being triggered by that? Oh, and then I can kind of go through the rationale. Okay? You get more oxygen to your cells. You increase your digestion. You increase your immune system, your metabolism. Okay? All these different things, like clarity, memory, peace of mind, all of these things that everybody strives for can be done by sitting and breathing for 5 to 10 minutes a day. So if that's not enough for you to develop a daily practice, well, I'm not sure what it is. And the beautiful thing about meditation and developing a daily practice is that I can say all this stuff and I can say, yeah, this has been clinically proven and here's all these studies and stuff and my personal experience. You don't have to look any farther than your own personal experience and just do it for 21 to 30 days, right? So I'm really hoping that this 7 days will kick everybody off on a 5 to 10 minute daily practice. So that is why we meditate, because we're stressed the F out. Right? And we need better coping skills. So we're going to do about a 15-minute meditation today. I don't know how much time I have left. I might just have to upgrade to the free account for this week. We're going to do a 15-minute meditation today. And I'm just going to lead you guys through, I call it 20 breaths. It can be called counting or counting breaths, or I don't know, but I call it 20 breaths. This is one of the tools that I first started using when I first started meditating, and I found that it was very helpful. And tomorrow when we talk about mantras, you guys will understand why. But for today, just get comfortable, cross your legs if you want. So I either sit with my legs crossed like I am now, or I sit with my legs straight out and my back against like a couch back, like kind of how Sandy is, okay, or Monique against a wall there. Just don't cross your legs. That's the only thing. So if you want to cross them sideways with your feet on the floor, that's wonderful and make sure you're comfortable. Or if your legs are straight out, you want to just have your legs straight and not crossed. And that just has to do with your energy bodies. So whatever you call it, your like life force, your chi, your prana, your energy, your whatever, like it's your energy, right? It's all flowing. Your flows all the way through. You want it to be able to go all the way through. So when you're sitting cross-legged, you want to be able to sit spine up, and you can put palms on your lap, or you can flip your palms up. If you see people doing this, it's because these are called mudras, and this is just grounding. If you find yourself as somebody who's always in the clouds, this one is really helpful because it grounds you. It's like an anchor. That's essentially all that is. It's just I'm anchoring myself. I'm here now. Okay, so sit however's comfort. You guys, comfort is king when you're meditating. Really, really important to be comfortable. And I'm going to take this. Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay. I'm going to take it out so you can have my chimer. So I use an app called Insight Timer. It looks like that. Okay, and then
You're really quiet.
Oh,
You're really quiet.
Okay, thank you. How about now? Better? No? Okay, one second, I'll fix it. Audio options. Okay. How about now? Is that a little better? A little bit? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I use an app called Insight Timer, and I'll use the presets on the guided timer. You just go right to the middle button that says timer, and you can create your own. And so I'll just use one for us today. And I haven't timed this before, so hopefully it works. All right. All right, get yourself into a comfortable position. Cross your legs, sit with your legs out, palms, just lay them gently in your lap. You can also put your fingertips together in your lap as well, whatever's comfortable. Close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and fill our belly with air. And exhale through your mouth. Let it all out. Any of that stale energy. Deep inhale again through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Just do a couple deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. You want to try and fill your belly with air. So often we breathe shallow into our chest. Try to fill your belly like a balloon on the inhale and deflate the balloon on the exhale. A couple more. If you find you don't know what to do with your tongue, just put it against your teeth gently. You can slightly open your mouth even. And just focus your eyes as they're closed where you think your third eye might be, just at the base of your forehead. We're going to do a 20 breath count, down, reversing from 20. It'll feel like this. 20 inhale, 20 exhale, 19 inhale, 19 exhale, 18 inhale, 18 exhale, 17 inhale, 17 exhale. Now keep going on your own count. If you lose count, just start again. No stress. And I'll tell you guys what's next. And as you near the end, just do a few more. Maybe start back at 5 and do 5, 2 more. As you enter that space of silence, I want you to just stay there. Just let your body relax. Any one place in your body you feel tension, try to just let that part relax a little bit more. Maybe it's your shoulders, your neck, maybe it's your brain. Just focus on that in, out, in, out. Soften your stomach muscles. Soften your hands. You can even flutter your fingers if you want. Just know that you don't have to be anywhere but right here. You don't have to go anywhere for the next 5 minutes. Let yourself relax. Know that I'll bring you out of it. And just sit in peace. If thoughts come up, just refocus on that in and out. As we come to the last 2 minutes here, keep your eyes closed. Just want you to set your intention for your day. How do you want to feel today? How do you want your day to look? If a word comes to mind, just focus on that word. Continuing to breathe deep into your nose, up to your mouth. Maybe you want peace, joy, love, calm, energy, whatever it is. Just use this last minute to focus on that word. When the chimer goes, just let yourself slowly come out of it. Slowly move your toes and your fingers. Let your eyes open whenever you're ready. Welcome back. So we only have 3 minutes on the meeting time left because I have the free account. But if anybody wants to share how that was for them quickly, I would love to hear it. And if you're just like, I'm good, then that's okay too. Carly's doing good. So now picture what your life will look like doing that for 10 minutes every day. Sandy, you want to talk about how yours went?
Yeah, sure. Most of what I've done so far has been completely guided. So being in the silence of it and focusing on that breath has been like, I really quite enjoyed that, but I did have to sort of refocus my mind because I would start to race about what I needed to get done today and what I'm going to do next. And then I was like, no, wait, I don't need to be anywhere but here right now. And so I just reminded myself. So I like trying these different techniques, and I love listening to your voice. So it was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful. I'm excited. I'll share with you guys what to expect from each meditation. I think day 3 we'll talk about that. So just know that that's a totally normal experience, and like even the most experienced yogis still deal with thoughts and to-do lists. So we're gonna get cut off, but I just wanted to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. And I love you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning again. And I'll put this recording up in our Learn to Meditate event page. All right. Have a great day, you guys. Go journal it out. Okay, bye.